Good morning. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to this. I want you to listen to this very, very carefully.
Satanic? Is this,
Okay. Now, this ain't this hippy-dippy acid-doper rocker music.
You picked a fine time to leave us, Marty.
Groovy, groovy.
And maybe we'll see you again. Don't blame Mac and Viner, Mr. Schottenheimer. The call's good enough, ain't good enough to win.
Say, he said he was good enough, and he wasn't good enough, right, Roger?
Right.
That's a brilliant song. How did you think it up?
Well, I had different words. Here's the one part went, don't blame Mac and Viner for your old ladies for... Wait a minute. No, let's say that. Wait a minute.
And now listen, okay? Now, Ken Dixon, if you play that backwards...
Yes.
You're going to get almost satanic messages.
You will.
Who would even want to play a record backwards anyway, kid?
Really, really bored people.
All right. Well, you play Roger's new record
Or
backwards.
poor people that can't afford many albums, so they have to do them backwards.
Here is Roger Martin's new hit played backwards.
Oiga, señor, we are federales. You know, the mounted police.
If you're the police, where are your badges?
Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges.
Now, from your 50,000-watt Clear Channel powerhouse for entertainment, news, and sports, it's Gary D on 3WE.
And our guest is a young hippy-dippy, and he likes hippy-dippy music and the lyrics that are dirty and nasty and get everybody pregnant. And you say, as Cleveland's #1 fan and promoter, Gary D has the responsibility to our area to support rock and roll. Not to support the values that may offend him, but to make sure Cleveland gets its butt in gear in finalizing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I say to you, Mr. Ken Dixon...
Well, Gary, I think if you're saying that, you're saying to the entire metropolitan area. Here, Cleveland was...
my goodness.
Here's Cleveland was thrust in the national spotlight for the first time in years, except for anything besides the Cleveland Browns, and we've seen what they've done for our city the last 3 years, and hopefully that's been rectified with this week's actions. But the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame brought the nation's attention to Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland called up 500,000 of us to USA Today to get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to Cleveland. And the whole nation's looking at us and laughing at us.
The Roger Martin Hall of Fame.
There you go.
And all of Roger's drug paraphernalia.
Glen Bay. Yeah, here's the syringes.
Well, that's not really what it's going to be glorifying. It's going to be glorifying the positive aspects of rock and roll, the advancement of the art, taking the raw blues and country and jazz of the previous to the 1950s, melding them together to make a new art form.
It's all Elvis Presley and Roy Orbison, but not, the Deadly Ernest dummies.
Well, Deadly Ernest was like a Cleveland honky-tonk, more of a country band than rock and roll.
Anybody but Clevelanders. That's the way that works.
No, I love Deadly Ernest.
Yeah.
Who did I mean?
The Grateful Dead?
The Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead's a fine band, sure. A lot of their...
Wonderful name of a band. I mean,
well,
that's
no,
just
the
beautiful.
Grateful Dead, the name itself is a mythological character from Greek times. It's been around. If you open up the Oxford Dictionary, you'll find it. Excuse me, the definition.
Well, I was looking there the other day.
Well,
you know what?
Us college kids have the Oxford
Now,
Dictionary.
Roger, what Italian college did you go to?
I went Italy, Pisa, Italy. I went to What's the Matter You?
And is that what they said to you?
No, really. Hey, guy, I'll tell you right now. They collected a lot of money from this for this Hall of Fame. Okay, and how long does it take to build something? I mean, now wait a minute. I'm just saying. Okay, where did all this money go to all these FM stations? I donated
steal all the money. What happened?
FM stations robbed all that money. I'd like to know where the money is. I mean, how long does it take to build a Hall of Fame?
Well, I agree with you, and that's my complaint, is that Cleveland needs a kick in the rear end to get it in gear.
Kid Ego probably stole all the money.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, the people over at that FM giant have proven themselves to be corrupt at the Rolling Stone Readers Poll and all the rest of it.
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised
but
if
not
it is
Gary
corrupt.
D. and Roger Martin. We are not corrupt.
No, and neither is rock and roll, and neither is Cleveland. And if we don't get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we're going to be laughed at again.
Yeah, right. Let me ask you a question, dude. Like, I was down at Sabres. Good people. Sabres a wonderful citizen. He just, he's a wonderful guy. I like him very much. And he had a group down there. It was heavy metal, okay?
Yep.
And these kids were bumping into each other. I thought they were fighting.
They were just bouncing off each other.
Exactly. They were just bouncing off of each other.
That's all, yeah.
And maybe it got a little more violent, but isn't it better than them saying, hey, I got to get my aggressions out by actually beating somebody up? Or should I do it by dancing violently to some music that drives me into a wild frenzy? Now, granted, I don't agree with most heavy metal. I think out of all the musical popular rock and roll genres, it is the one with the most concentration of anti-social messages. But you got to give these people the freedom to choose. There's got to be good. Metallica's a heavy metal band.
What does genre mean?
Genre? That's a different type, you know.
We
need that dictionary.
Okay, well, let's go to our smart, intelligent listeners. We got a smart, snotty-nosed kid here. Hello there.
Hello, Gary.
Yes, dear.
Happy New Year to you, Gary.
And Happy New Year to you.
Thank you so much. I'm a second-time caller from Maple Heights, and I had 2 comments I wanted to make.
Yes, ma'am.
One is about Marty Schottenheimer. I heard he's going to be made the mayor of Eastlake. What do you think of that?
Oh, no.
Wouldn't that be terrible?
My goodness.
That's all you need, right?
Really?
Yeah. The other is this heavy metal stuff.
Yeah.
That music sucks. I don't like it.
Get him, babe.
Did you hear that, Ken?
Well, to be honest, I'd have to say if someone asked me, do you like metal, I'd have to say no, I don't. But I do want it to exist for the people that do enjoy it, because I'm sure there are bands out there that play metal music.
Yeah.
Striper.
No,
there's Christian heavy metal bands that like.
I think
and there's lots of metal bands that
Madonna
have
has
good
a dirty
message.
song about masturbating behind.
Oh, that's terrible.
But wait a minute. How is masturbation terrible? Everybody in the world masturbates.
No, wait,
so
not me.
why not
me,
even
dude.
talk?
I haven't had to.
Hey, Roger.
I haven't had to, guy.
Well, you should play some
Never,
play some Julio music.
Yeah,
now that's
does Julio have any songs that might drive you into a romantic frenzy?
All his songs drive me into a frenzy.
So would you let your 8-year-old or 12-year-old girl listen to that stuff?
Yeah.
And would you mind if she got driven into a romantic frenzy?
That's nice. Good.
She wouldn't really know what he was saying because it's usually French or Spanish.
I listen to Buck Owens, and he drives me into drinking.